Nazim Sadahov was born in Baku, so most expected him to be on that Baku card in June, and he confirms he will be on that show and has his next opponent.
What's up, guys? Nazim Sadikov here, and I'm here to my next fight. And yes, you guessed it, we're going to the motherland, June 21st, Baku, Azerbaijan.
Hi, guys, ready, guys! 3, 2, 1, tender!
Azerbaijan, I'm coming. Let's go, Nicholas Mata, see you there.
So that's Nazim Sadahov versus Nicholas Mata, June 21st, UFC Baku, Azerbaijan. That's going to be a dynamic fight. High chance of a finish in that one. Mata is a dangerous striker who constantly moves forward, coming off 2 impressive victories over Mahashata and Tom Nolan, who he beat in 63 seconds. Nazim Sadahov is on an 11-fight unbeaten streak. His last 7 victories have all been stoppages, including his last fight, a doctor stoppage at the end of the round over Ismail Bonfim in February. That Baku card just recently added Blades versus Kuniev, a rescheduled fight. It's supposed to take place February, but now it's going to be June 21st. The card has some pretty good fights. You got Tagir Ulanbekov versus Horiguchi. Horiguchi returning to the UFC in that one. The main event is Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree Jr. 4-7 in the light heavyweight division. That's going to be an entertaining, striking fight. Surely the fight card will have Azerbaijani native Rafael Fiziev on it. There's talk of him fighting Ignacio Bahamondes on that card, which should be a great lightweight fight. Also a great opportunity for Bahamondes to break into the rankings in the number 11 position if he can defeat Fiziev in front of his home fans. Anthony Smith's final fight of his career, Saturday against Zhang Mingyang. It'll be Smith's 60th fight, 38 wins, 21 losses, 20 KO victories, 15 submission victories. So 35 of 38 wins in his career were by finish. So that's a very impressive finishing rate for your entire career, 35 of 38 wins by stoppage. He's proud of his career despite not reaching his ultimate goal of winning the belt.
This to sound cocky or arrogant, but I've never until now felt like I've done something worth celebrating. I've never felt like I should be celebrated. It's never like a thing that I've ever looked for, but I feel like now I've fucking put in a career that I should be proud of, and I deserve to be able to celebrate it and be happy about it, whether I didn't win a world title or not. Like, that was always the goal. Like, I didn't think I'd ever be happy if I didn't win it, but I found myself in a place where I didn't win the world title, and that's okay, because it wasn't for lack of effort. I tried really, really, really fucking hard. And I'm just going to celebrate what I was able to do. I came from nothing. I came from nothing, Ariel. People like me that come from where I come from don't do things like this. They just don't. And I should be happy that it happened and not allow myself to just think about the things that I didn't accomplish.
He said, "Can you fight May 17th?" I said, "Absolutely. I just want to fight." And then at the end, I was like, "Well, by the way, who am I fighting?" And he said, "Movsar." And I said, "Wow, that is a really good fight for me." Because he's a wrestler and he puts a lot of his eggs in one basket with the wrestling. And the striking is improving. He's got some tricky flying knees and stuff like that. What a lot of fans and people don't know about me, because they just don't know, is I spent a lot of time in Dagestan wrestling from like 16 to like 19. Makhachkala, Khasarit, Ossetia, which is still in the Kafkaz Mountains, and then Chechnya. I just go there to. There was a couple of wrestling tournaments there, but yeah, I wrestled a lot. They come from, they're not at the highest level at all. Yeah, like I'm talking like the Abdul Rashids, the Gadisovs, the best wrestlers. Like they're not even in the top, maybe top 30. Yeah, and top 50. Like where they come from in Dagestan and in the Kafkaz Mountains with wrestling. I mean, it's the highest level. I'm talking 3-time Olympic champions, And then I was with the Russian national team camp in Sochi for a month and wrestling with them. And it's the top 3 guys from the Russian national camp. So it's crazy. So basically what I'm saying is, like, I've seen Dagestan and wrestling, and I know MMA is different, but I'm a really good wrestler too, so let's fight, you know.
How do you think you do against Kamslet?
Actually, I have advantage against all the guys that should face him because I trained with him for like 5 weeks over there in Sweden and then after in Las Vegas. So I kind of know a little bit of his system and what he wants to do next and what he wants to the guy to do next so he can advance on his system. So I think I have an advantage of that because I studied a lot of this. I was paying attention and all that. I was helping him for sure, but I was paying attention. I was there to help, so I was definitely there to help him. For sure, I learned a lot over there, you know, so I know what he wants. I'm not saying it's an easy task because his wrestling is like another level. I train with him. He's very, very good, but I know I have advantage from other guys to face him, you know.
UFC Noche 320 is supposed to be at the Arena Guadalajara in September, but that arena hasn't been finished and keeps canceling events like 3 concerts. One journalist recently asked UFC's David Shaw about the delays in the arena and which assurance they had been given by the promoter. He seemed a little upset by the question, but the arena should have been opened 8 weeks ago. Today, they're canceling 4 more concerts over delays.
Obviously, a great announcement. The announcement of Guadalajara. Dana, in this room last year, said that he was looking forward to the arena being finished and going to the arena. Yet, the arena presents a 1-month delay today. There were a lot of concerts booked between February and March and April. What are the assurances that the promoter and the arena have given you for your date to be reserved for the pay-per-view?
I mean, we've been in constant contact with them, enough so to be able to announce tonight. If we weren't confident, we wouldn't be announcing the fight.
Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Why is this fight interesting? Chavez Jr. is off of 2 wins. You'd think, all right, Jake Paul's fighting another older guy. Yes, he is. Chavez Jr. is 39. That's not super old. But fighting Jake Paul, he's a conventional fighter. He's a power fighter. They actually have a similar style they throw power punches and combinations. It's really just Jake Paul's a little younger and has more momentum behind him, I think, with the way that he's knocked people out. But at the same time, Chavez has a ton of experience. I like this fight. I think it'll be all right. I think it's good for boxing. I think Jake Paul is giving guys like Chavez Jr. a chance to make a ton of money. That's good for the fighters. Can't hate on anybody given opportunities to make big money. And that's what Jake Paul's doing for these fighters too.
Diamond Cup test run. Ready? That was good, didn't even know. Go again.
Sorry.